So as I sit down to record this video, I don't know exactly what I'm going to title it, but I'm sure it's going to be something crazy like I almost went blind or I could have went blind. And I'm going to get into that in a minute. But for those of you guys that have followed me, you know that I've been through some of the weirdest, most rare and just random medical things over the last couple of years. And this is no different. I feel like I have become a magnet for all of the shit that people don't normally deal with just so I can sit here and make a video to talk to you guys about it. Is absolutely ridiculous. One of the most recent things was something by the name of proctalgia fugax, which is characterized by sudden, severe, and fleeting pain in the rectum or anus, typically lasting seconds to minutes with no pain between episodes. It's often described as a sharp, cramping, or stabbing pain. And I promise you, when they say stabbing, that is legitimately what it felt like. Now, I haven't dealt with that again in a while, and I feel like I dealt with it when I was younger, but it would happen like once, and then it'd go away for years. And so I never really thought much of it. But recently, that stuff has been bothering me like crazy. Like I'm just sitting here enjoying my life, playing a game, making a video, and it feels like somebody took an ice pick and just jams it up your butthole. That is what it feels like. It's the most ridiculous pain in the world. But thankfully, it only lasts for a few seconds. Unfortunately, some people get it where it lasts for minutes or longer. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd pass out. I wouldn't make it. You'd have to bring me to the ER because I'd probably go into shock. Like it's one of the most weird, random things that I've never heard of, and most people have never heard of it. And I don't even think most people have even dealt with it. But of course, my luck, I get it. And it's just like a spasm of the rectum, I guess. Like there's no real cause for it. It's benign. Could be from sitting for a long period of time or a weak pelvic floor, like just different dumb things that unfortunately I get. Now, another thing that I've dealt with is I have a urethral stricture, which is also something that is pretty rare and most people do not deal with. And for anyone that does not know what that is, it basically means that I have scar tissue way up my urethra closer to my bladder. And so when I pee, it goes really slow. Now, thankfully, I'm on the better side of things because I don't get any pain from it. I don't retain urine. Like I'm not having any issues. So technically, if I didn't want to go get it fixed, I don't really have to right now because there's no risk of any serious injury to my bladder, my kidneys, or anything like that. But that can change in the future. And the only procedures that they had available for it at the time when I found all this out, as far as I knew, was a urethrotomy, which is basically them taking a little camera with a blade attached to it and going up your pee hole, and then they just cut the scar tissue out. The only problem is it's got like a 0% success rate. Like over 5 years, I think it's like 20% don't grow back. And for those that do grow back, it tends to be even worse. So they usually say don't even bother getting that. Just get the urethroplasty, which I don't really want to get because you have to go under for like 2 to 4 hours. And general anesthesia, it's a long story. My family has a history of Alzheimer's, and I'm reading that new studies have shown that that can increase your chance of getting it, and it can also make it so you get it younger. So I refuse to go under general anesthesia unless I'm absolutely dying. So I don't want to get a urethroplasty. And what they do is they take skin from the inside of your cheek or elsewhere on your body, and they basically rebuild that section of your urethra. So that means that I'm gonna have to be in the doctor's office with my legs up like this, just cheeks all out in the air, and they gotta cut me open underneath my balls. So I'm filling you guys in on the reality of it all. Now I kicked the mic, hopefully that wasn't loud, I apologize, but I'm getting into character to tell you guys what I'm dealing with. And now I've suddenly found out that I'm dealing with something else. About 2 to 3 months back, I noticed that my left eye, like I'm getting like a little blinking. It's not like a flash of light like a camera, but it's almost like something I'm looking at. It's like blinking really fast. And so I can see all of it. It's not a problem, but a little piece of it might just be like flashing. And I didn't know what it was. It didn't last very long, so I kind of just let it go. Over the last couple of weeks, that has started to happen almost nonstop in my left eye. And I've noticed that if I close my right eye, it's like really cloudy. Like if I look at my screen, what I see with just my right eye is like I see the whole screen. I see my upper monitor. I have a full wide view. But if I open my left eye, I can't even read the tabs on my screen. I can still kind of see stuff, but it's very cloudy and foggy. And so of course I'm like just sign me up for some more bullshit because that's exactly what this is. So I'm thinking I have a detached retina or I'm going towards something like that. Now, thankfully, the The title is not 100% accurate, but it is a condition known as central serous retinopathy, also known as central serous chorioretinopathy, a condition where fluid accumulates under the macula, the central part of the retina, causing blurred and distorted vision. And through my appointment yesterday, I found out that the risk factors tend to be stress, corticosteroid use, and a type A personality as far as the reason why people tend to develop it. But he said that we really don't know exactly why. This is the best that we've come up with. We do know that steroids is connected to it usually, as far as if you're taking steroids to go work out, or even if you're using a steroid cream, for some reason it could cause this issue. And they've noticed that if they take the steroids away, it tends to go away. But if you don't use steroids, they don't really know. They're just like type A personalities tend to be the people that get it the most, which for those that don't know, a type A personality, a common colloquial term, is characterized by traits like competitiveness, ambition, and a sense of urgency, often leading to high achievement, but also potentially increased stress and health risks, which kind of sounds cool, but not cool. Like, I like the fact that it's like, yo, I'm driven. I'm really trying to achieve shit, but at the same time, the stress that comes with it is causing damage to my body. So it seems like stress is the factor, and they don't know that 100%, and there's not really any treatment for it because thankfully, most of them tend to resolve themselves over 3 to 4 months if you try to relieve some of the stress in your life. So I'm trying my best to stay calm, but it's just not easy. Like, doing YouTube is stressful in itself because I'm constantly worried about, is my views up? Are they low? Is this happening? What do I got to do with this, that, and the third? I'm constantly working. I got offline stress. I got all sorts of things like that going on. So I'm trying my best to just chill, relax, not let my health anxiety bother me, not let anything else come in between me and just getting myself back to where I should be, because it can continue and it can cause issues with your vision. It's just not a common thing that it happens, but I feel like my luck of getting all these rare things is kind of leading me to think that it might end up going that way. So I've got to try my best to alleviate this. Now, unfortunately, once you have this, it can continue to recur over and over and over. And that's because eventually the stress levels go back up, because it's just kind of people that we are, apparently, by personality. So I'm going to do my best to try to relieve that. But I just thought that I would share this with you guys because I tend to have a lot of weird shit happen to me. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there that probably also deal with some of this stuff, even though it's not very common. And I don't want you to be like, what is this? I don't know what it is. Well, you probably could just come to my channel, because all the rare shit that you don't think anyone else has and you've never heard of, I've probably dealt with it, okay? Urethral strictures. I've got the CSRS, sentinel retinopathy thing. Now I've got to deal with that. You know, they thought something was wrong with my heart. Thankfully, they were wrong about that, and that's okay, and everything is good. I'm still going to try to lose weight and get healthy, but I be dealing with some shit. My butt be hurting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't escape. So it's like I'm constantly making videos talking about weird shit like this, and I don't want to. And I feel like even now I'm getting all hyped up, probably not good for my eye, but I just wanted to let you guys know. So let me know what you guys think down below, and let me know if anyone's dealt with this or any of the weird shit that I deal with, or if you've dealt with some rare condition or rare thing that's come along that is not very common. Let me know. Talk about it. Fill me in. I want to know more about this stuff because I might get it in the future, knowing my luck. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. This is just my random video for the day. We'll find some other stuff to talk about soon, but I will be making a video at some point about my urethral stricture and a new procedure that I did find that I might potentially get done. So I'm going to go and actually see that doctor, I think May 1st. And it's like a 1 hour, 2 hour drive away because nobody locally does it. So I'm going to go talk with them about it and see if it's worth giving it a shot, because as of right now, I don't really need to, you know, get it done, but I'll explain in my video why I might consider it anyway. So appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.